Hi everyone, it's me Relix here. I'm back with 200 Days of Minecraft. If you're wondering why we're on the end credits, because Minecraft counts going through the end credits as days in Minecraft still. I don't know why it's like that, but it just is. So I also did take the thumbnail photo on day 103. Back in the game, day 104, I decided to trade with the Wandering Trader, and it's nothing personal, I just had to kill him for his leads. I also got this really nice enchantment for my axe.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Now, if I want the elytra to be actually useful, I would need to go back into the caves and get some gunpowder. So that's just what I did. I also found some diamonds, which is pretty nice. Yo! That was a little too close for comfort. While I was trying to stay alive, I actually did get a disc on accident. Back in the surface, day 105, and I was also able to craft those rockets. After that, I was able to get a nice enchant on my axe, and then wait. What happened? So, what actually happened was, after this, I decided to go eat. And when I came back, I forgot to press the record button again. So I'm all the way at day 114 now. So I'm going to try and go back to what I was doing in each of those days and summarize each day in 3 words or less. So, monument, lost, got back, wall, lights, path, more wall, lava farm, sugarcane farm, how, get this, efficiency 4. Now that that's done, on the actual day 114, I got a silk touch pickaxe. Day 15, the chicken farm is broken, so I need to fix that up. I decided to rename that silk touch pickaxe I got from the end city in the first 100 days because it really helped me bring a lot of things I wanted to bring from the end back to base. So now he's gonna have a spot right in front of my house. I also thought it was a good idea to add some extra height to the wall because when the villagers get freed, I don't want skeletons to kill them really easily. By the way, chickens are just free money because I can sell their feathers and their meat. So I decided just to kill them. It was nothing personal. They're not even in my property. I just wanted the money. I'm in the nether day 116. Got a lot of cores so I can mine anytime I want for all the XP just to fix up my tools. But the main reason I was here was for the soul sand. I wanted to make a lot of bubble elevators, so I was just need a lot of it, and just not a lot of soul sand near the portal. After I got what I needed though, I got lost, so I spent the rest of the entire day just looking for the portal. Day 117, I'm going down into the caves, back into my zombie spawner. What I'm going to try and do is set up a bubble elevator connecting the zombie farm right up to the surface. Also guys, don't try and attack an iron golem when you have your elytra on instead of your full armor set. I almost died here, right? If it wasn't for the drowns being so slow, this would not be 200 days. This would be 117 days of Minecraft. Next up, I'm going to be making a lot of trades with the villagers. I'm going to try and make a really tall bubble elevator made of glass. This is going to save me a lot of rockets because if I want to go to the other village that I found in the end of 100 days, I'm not going to have to use so many rockets. I'll probably glide for most of the way and use 1 or 2 rockets just to make sure that I land there. Back in day 119, I'm back doing something I did a lot in the first 100 days. AFKing and then killing zombies. So I'm not going to be spending as much time as I did in the first 100 days. Day 120, I'm back on the surface, trading with the villagers, trying to get some more glass for the tower. Day 121, I'm bringing these chickens that I may or may not kill later on. Except for you. Rejoice for you've been saved. My sugarcane farm was producing a lot, so I just went around finding some more. Day 122, I need some money, so I'm still farming zombies. Day 123, I got this insane diamond shovel enchant. I was getting tired of having to trade with the villagers for glass, so I decided to make an auto smelter and go back to that beach I found earlier for some sand. I was breeding cats the next day. You'll find out why later. I was getting some sand and it bled into day 125. I also did some more cat breeding. Day 126, I was trying to finally finish the glass tower. While waiting for the glass to cook, I was making an auto pumpkin farm. Day 127, I was finally able to finish the glass tower. And as an added bonus, I was also able to finish the pumpkin farm. Day 128, I'm going to that new village that I found in the first 100 days. Because of my bubble elevator, I was able to easily get there without using any rockets. The first thing I had to do was build a wall around the whole village. Now I completely overestimated how much wall I had and completely underestimated how much I had to surround the entire village. By the end of the day, I was able to surround about half the village, but I had less than half of my deep slate supply left. By the next day, I was at least able to surround the entire main village area. Now I wanted to go even further out, but this is gonna have to work for now because I just don't have the materials at the moment. So I just spent most of the night lighting up the village. Day 130, I'm back in the main area gathering some sand for another bubble elevator. I also spent some time making the zombie farm area look nicer, and just gather some deep slate at the same time. So I found that you can use chickens to kill golems. And a rule of the industries, we definitely don't not commit any acts of animal cruelty. I just spent the rest of the day gathering resources. Day 132, I'm back in the new village. I decided to start the construction of another glass tower in the new village just to state some rockets, just to get back and forth from both villages. I didn't have enough glass, so in the same day I would go back to the old village and just try and cook some more glass. I also spent some time fixing out my tools and my elytra. Back in the new village the next day, I'm building a wall on the outer area of the village just to make sure it's 100% safe. And I was able to finish it just halfway throughout the day. I'm now bringing some cats, and you'll figure out why later. So this spider is actually going over the wall, so there might be some flaws with the wall, but it'll have to work for now. If I want to breed the cats though, I'm gonna need some fish, so that's why I'm gathering the next day. And I decided to gather some sand so I can get some more glass for the tower. Day 135 is more of the same. I was finally building the tower again on day 136, and I was able to finish it by the end of the day. I expanded the wall day 137 just so I had some more room for farms. And I went hunting for some gunpowder, because you always need that for rockets. I also lit up the area around the walls just so I can place more walls. Day 138, I'm moving all the villagers into the middle so they're easier to deal with. I'm still breeding the cats, by the way. Back in the old village the next day. I fixed up my tools a little bit, and I wanted the new villagers to have certain jobs, so that's why I prepared for the day. I started off day 140 by gathering the crops I wanted to bring, and a few extra emeralds don't ever hurt. I made sure that I had everything I wanted to bring. In the new village, I started a new farm and placed a few extra beds. I tried to sleep right before I turned day so I would avoid phantoms. Day 141, I'm starting to finally trade with the villagers, and those emeralds are coming in really handy because I'm able to upgrade the villagers way faster. I was starting to trade less with the villagers because I was running low on emeralds and on free villagers. I did spend some time on the farm with this farmer. I gathered some more wood for new animal pens. I dealt with the farmers a little bit on day 143. Back in the old village the next day, there were some chickens roaming around, so, time to upset some vegans. And it doesn't stop there. The cows aren't going to be safe too. I got some new crops into the new village, and I also traded with the farmer a little bit. Day 146, I get some extra obsidian from the ruined portal. I used that obsidian to make an extra portal inside the village. I also found this dog outside of the village, so we have him now. And I don't know if you're seeing this, but for some reason this cat's able to slide around while sitting down. Like, I don't even know what's happened here. Someone explain this to me. I got some sand and gunpowder at night. I finally go into the portal in day 147. I go all the way up to bedrock, and I teleported above the bedrock. So using this contraption, I go under here, I flip the lever, go to the other side with my piston, spam click the obsidian block, and make sure that the piston breaks the block below it. And don't mind the audio being messed up. I broke the original portal, and the portals were linked up first try. I fly back to the old village on day 148. I go to Nether and go back to the roof again. After a few tries, I'm able to go up above the bedrock, and I was able to break the bedrock first try. So now I'm able to go from one village to the next in just a matter of seconds. In the new village, I go around trying to tame some horses. The next day, I test out the speeds of the horses. I go from one spot to the next, and the first horse got 3.91 seconds, and the second horse got 3.75 seconds. The second horse also just jumps faster. I got an extra fletcher this day. I decided to try and make a path straight to the stronghold. I didn't have enough walls, so I decided to get some materials from the stronghold. Day 150, the wall is finished up, and I now have a lot more space, and then I make sure the place is lit up properly. So I logged in day 155, and look at this kid. He's so happy, right? Like, we definitely do not abuse our villagers at all. This is just clear evidence. So I dug a 1x3 hole down to the stronghold. And guys, trust me, this was an accident. I was just trying to place some blocks down. I'm very mature. I did not do this on purpose. Anyways, I put a pillar of glass in the middle. Made sure there's water at the bottom. I placed some soul sand, and I was able to finish the bubble elevator in just one day. So I made some beds, and you'll figure out why later. I also just don't know why this pumpkin farm's not working. I'll figure it out later. I'm in another day 153, and if you play enough Minecraft, you know what I'm going to try and do. I'm mining for ancient debris with beds. And what makes it more fun is all the fire and lava I had to deal with. I finished the trip with 9 ancient debris. It's not great, but it'll be fine. While fixing up my tools, I got a good amount of gold. And these chickens just seemed very miserable, so I decided to put them out of their misery by killing them. I had 2 netherite, so I decided to make a smithing table, and what's that? This should be fine. I'm just going to place down all the stuff normally, and why is it not working? So apparently, I need to find and explore for something in this new version just to get netherite tools and armor. But I'm not going to do that, so I logged out. Then I logged back in version 1.19 so I could get my netherite tools. Call it lazy, but I don't really care. I'm not about to try and explore just for some netherite armor. I just mined around with my pickaxe for ancient debris. Trying to mine around like the areas where I exploded, and it worked out pretty well. And I was able to get 27 ancient debris. That's much better. Because I switched version, because I was really good at the game, I was able to get full netherite armor and also get full netherite tools. After that, I just logged out and logged back in version 120. I'm gonna make a creeper farm, and I'm gonna need a lot of cobblestone for that. So I'm gonna be mining for cobblestone just for a few days here. And for the farm, I'm gonna need a lot of wood, so that's what I'm going to be going for today. It's raining, but I'm still going to burn down this tree because I'm not trying to find the last log in that tree. The woods are mainly for trapdoors, and I only have a small portion of what I needed. And I'm also going to need a lot of cobblestone, so I was just going to mine for that all of day 159. I was doing more mining day 160, but I was also going for some wood. I was doing more mining day 161. By going for mainly cobblestone, I was able to make the room look very interesting. I might be able to build something here later on. Anyways, I almost have all the resources that I need. I just need a lot more wood now. Because my trees needed to grow, I decided to go out and do some deforestation. So I still needed a lot of wood the next day. And look how happy this bee is. Isn't that nice? You know, it would be a huge shame if I just destroyed its home. I was kidding. I was on the other side. I was just completely avoiding the bee's hole. And if you actually cared about a video game bee, we have some problems. I also fixed my pumpkin farm because apparently pumpkins just can't go on stone. So I've replaced everything with dirt. So hopefully it all works now. I was still going for wood. Since I had a lot of saplings, I just tried to get a lot of bone meal. The trees grew faster with the bone meal, so then I was able to get more wood from the trees, which I would use to make trapdoors. I also realized that the drum can actually get through into the village, but I guess the iron golems are there for a reason. I still needed more wood day 165, and I bought some dripstone from this wandering trader. But I'm sorry, it doesn't matter how good the trades are, I still need your leads. I still need more wood, and I use a dripstone to expand my lava farm. I didn't really need to expand it, but it's just nice to have a larger farm. After creating my nether highway, it's been a long time since I used a bubble elevator to get village to village, so I decided to use it. Remember how I found the second ocean monument earlier in this video? Well, apparently there's a third one now in this area, which is pretty crazy thing that this one area is being surrounded by 3 ocean monuments at the very least. And for the rest of the night, I just decided to AFK and let my trees grow because there's nothing really better to do. It bled into day 168 because I was probably grinding Duolingo at this time. And walking around, I see this villager. Don't jump, it's not worth it. You have so much to live for. And if I'm being honest, if that villager didn't have a job, I would definitely just push him off. And after almost 10 days of just grinding, I was able to finally have all the resources to make my creeper farm. And you know, it's day 169, so you know we gotta get some of that cats. I was talking about cats. We were breeding cats. I just moved the cats closer to where the farm would be. The farm was supposed to be further out, so, you know, it's time to speed bridge. I turned down my render distance to make sure I knew if I was far enough or not. I made some extra solar boxes to make sure I was able to bring all the materials I needed to. Now I don't know why. Whenever I place cobblestone, half the time it just shows up as like an invisible block, so it makes no sense to me. And if you watch my old videos, I used to always make these like time-lapse builds. So if you want to see that, just tell me in the comments below. I do a lot of building in this series, so it would make a lot of sense. And by the end of the day, I was able to complete a good amount of the first level. And what's the enemy do on my farm? You know what? It's time to die. I gave you too many chances. It's over now. And kids, this is why you just don't ever trespass on private property. I built some wall with stairs day 171, and I also placed down some trapdoors. Finished the first layer by day 172. And while trying to get up, I tried to use the water bucket, and oh no, man. No! Wait, the fire still works? This game makes no sense, man. Anyways, I found this wandering trader, and why does he have no good traits? You know, it's time to die. I'm taking your leads. And I placed this area slab just around the entire farm. I don't know what's for. I don't know how this farm works at all. And I haven't been sleeping in game at all, so I would deal with these phantoms now. There's some more trapdoors, day 173. And I also gotta deal with phantoms again. I brought 8 cats to the farm today, and I made sure to put 1 cat in each corner so the creepers will just run right into the water. And they're gonna probably stay there for the rest of their lives. And I was finally able to finish the farm day 175. And this farm is really good. It gives me a lot of gunpowder, a lot of XP, which helps fix my tools up. If you want to get a gunpowder farm, link in the description. And I'll probably put a link in the comments too. And after all that time in grinding for wood for trapdoors, I was left with 1.5 stacks of trapdoors. Like, I don't know, the numbers are probably off. It's just a huge waste of time. But anyways, I was finally able to sleep. You do need to use your electric to get to the farm, but I mean the point of the farm is just to make more rockets, so it'll be fine. And I'll probably figure out a better way to get into the farm later on anyways. With more gunpowder than paper, I was able to make flight duration 3 rockets instead of flight duration 1 rockets like I've always been using. I wanted to AFK while also being able to use my sword sometimes when I wanted to, so I tried to see if entity cramming worked on killing them, but it just did not seem like it. Now, a combination of looting and sweeping edge is really good. And I was able to get way more gunpowder than I should have. I was AFKing for most of the next day, and I was probably grinding Duolingo still. And I learned I can use only 1 rocket from the farm and make it easily into my base. But now that I have the gunpowder, I need to get a sugarcane farm in the new village. I completely forgot to record day 178 to day 181. But all I did was just build the sugarcane farm, and I made this item unloader, and I also got some glass to make sure you can actually see what's in the farm. I'm trying to build a nice home day 182. The villagers have never really had a home. All they've done is just sleep outside since I came here. I think it's time to do them justice and make them a decent looking house. I finished up the roof day 183, and the villagers now are able to sleep in a house. Well, at least some of them can. I also got some more wood for some more houses later on. I remember that I wanted to actually kill the wither in this video, so I actually needed to get skulls, and it worked out pretty well with my looting sword. I got 2 right here. And I mean, there are blazes. But all I gotta do is just shoot it with my bow, and yeah, that's not a huge problem. I got 3 here, but I wanted to get 4 because I want to just hang one up as a souvenir. So I got that right there. And that was pretty good because that took only a little bit more than 1 day to finish. And now I'm just going to get a pumpkin farm to just expand in my farming area. I was able to finish it by the next day, which worked out pretty well for me. I decided to get some more bookshelves. There's not really a reason I want it, I just might as well have it. I also got this template thing. It's the first time I got into these. And also the rest of the loot itself is actually pretty good. I might have everything I need to fight the Wither. But I still have a few more days left, so I'm just going to get some resources day 187. Because the next day, I'm going to tear down this house just so I can rebuild it and make it look a lot better. Finish the house the next day, and I kind of need to repair all my tools, so that's what I'm doing right here. I want to use different blocks for my next build, so I'm going to get a child predator, I mean clay. Same thing. Anyways, I found a sunken ship here, and I got some coast armor trim. I don't know how any of these work, so I'll just figure it out in the next video. I also almost lost shulker box here, but I only had 2 on me at that time, not 3. Now that I got the clay, I'm going to smelt it. So I'm just going to AFK today. Also going to AFK this next day too. Day 193, I'm just getting the resource to expand the auto smelter. I'm actually going to expand it day 194. I also don't have like all the resources, so I'm just going back and forth here, getting more stuff. I was able to finish it by the end of the day for the most part. I just used this next day to just add some finishing touches and some quality of life features. But now I'm finally done with this auto smelter. Using the few bricks that I had, I decided to start with a template of the new house I was going to build. But obviously I just didn't have enough resources for it. I also found some extra treasure with the treasure map that I found. Only notes I had for day 197 were lag, and yeah, that makes sense. I wanted more bricks, so I'm just going to AFK for day 198. I'm definitely not going to finish this house, but I'll definitely finish it in the beginning of the next video. It's finally day 200. Now to kill the Wither, I'm going to use a normal strategy, which is just tunneling far. And you just spot it in, and then you just shoot it for a while. And I did forget my old bow. I don't know what happened to it, I think I lost it or something. But that's fine, that worked out. And I'm just gonna go for the kill. This Wither is doing no damage to me at all. I'm not really sure why I even brought milk. But yeah, that was the easiest thing I did all video. Now I finally have a beacon. And that's the thing, everybody, for watching. I know I did take an extra while. I got most of it done. I went to day 183 or something like that. And then I just stopped for 5 months. So this was supposed to come out like back in August. But yeah, that's to do. But I do appreciate everyone for watching. Also, I saw the 4,000 days thing. I saw part of it. And I saw that he had a post or something. And I just missed the post to try and get on this tree thing. So I'll figure it out for the next one again. I did miss it, unfortunately. But yeah, we'll figure it out in the next one. Anyways, thanks everyone for watching, and see y'all in the next one.